Okay, I had a request to do an instructional video on the Smiths song "Reel Around the Fountain" that I actually posted a couple of weeks ago, and it was actually heavily influenced by the guy who runs the YouTube channel Cove. The guy's a wonderful guitar player. Certainly much better guitar player than I am, but I took a lot of cues from his version because I really liked it. It had a really kind of lonesome, melancholy sound to it. Yeah, so apparently there aren't any instructional videos on this particular song, just a lot of people playing really cool versions. So I will go ahead and show you how I played it. So the best way to do that, I guess, well, first of all, is to tell you I've got this 1969 Gretsch model 6120, which is the Chet Atkins Nashville model. George Harrison played one of these for a while. A lot of other people have played these. It's a great old guitar. Got switches and knobs all over the place, so you get all kind of different sound. And I've got it capoed here at the 4th fret. And that's where a lot of Smith songs, along with the 2nd fret, were capoed there. I think that really helped it be in Morrissey's vocal range. So I'm just going to show you some chord shapes that the song utilizes, and we'll just kind of take it from there. So here's a chord shape here at the 7th fret, right? So I'm at the 7th fret B string, the 8th fret G string, and the 9th fret low A and D. If you can see that. Hopefully I can't really tell on my camera that you can see that. Right? There's one chord shape. Another one is basically here in a, what do we call this, an A2 or an A sus position, but you're at the 6th fret G string, 7th fret B string, and you get this. Then we just shift down here to the 6th fret A string, 8th fret D string, and you get this kind of classic chord that Johnny Marr uses a lot in Smith songs. Then we're here in just a C shape, right? Standard old C shape. And of course, you know, he does a lot of lift off. Right? And then the way he plays G on this song is here at the A string, 6th fret, E string, 7th fret, and the B string, 7th fret behind your ring finger there. So you drop this pinky, if you can see that, drop that right in there. And of course you can pull that off too. Lots of hammering on and pulling off opportunities there with that chord shape that Marr likes to use a lot. Then there's kind of a succession of 3 chords that are movable. It's the same chord, just 1 fret apart here. So we're at the 7th fret B string, 9th fret A and D string. So your middle finger is not playing, and you get this chord that's really wonderful. Then you can just shift that down one fret, and then another. Right, which then puts you in a nice position to use the A minor chord. Right? And then we have this one again. And I've got my cat meowing at the door. She thinks she needs to be in here for some reason. Then we've got the E minor shape. Right? And then what he does here is he actually hammers on and pulls off at the 5th fret B string. he shifts right here to this A sus. So, okay, I think I've showed you just about every chord, except there's one shape here that the Guitar Cove guy uses that I really like. He's here at the 11th fret, I think. Yeah, that's where he is. So you're at the 11th fret and you're barring the G, B, and E strings, right? And then you're going to come up here to the 14th fret on the B string and do a little succession of accent notes at the 14th and the 12th. So you got this really nice. Right? That's really nice. I like that. I like that he threw in. So yeah, I think that's all the chord shapes. So the way I play the song is I kind of start here with this first chord that I showed you at the 7th fret. Kind of this, it's an unusual, it's like a C chord, right? But you're actually going to drop your pinky in on the D string at the 9th fret. So you're doubling up on the 9th fret. I guess you could pull off your middle finger, but I leave it on just because it's easier to remember. So then, with these chord shapes, what you want to do to give it a real Smithsy sound is you want to arpeggio around these chord shapes. So, you know, there's really no one right way to do this, but for this one, it could be something like this. Let's see. Sense. And then I drop right here to this A sus position. Something like that. And you know, you can probably do it better than I can. You can come up with something that sounds much nicer. Then we drop to this wonderful chord here and just kind of strum it straight down the strings. Right? Then you go to the C shape. So I'm pulling off there at the B string 5th fret. Just kind of going up and down, right? And then I drop into this G shape I mentioned. So there I'm just accenting off the B string and the high E string. Something like that. Then we start all over again. Right? So there I'm just again riffing off that little G chord. So I'm going from the B string to the high E open, back to the B. Then I'm shifting it down here, the B string down to the 5th fret, and then open. Then you can kind of give it that nice kind of cascade down. And then you jump up here to this really nice chord at the 11th. So that's just, you're holding this shape at the 11th, and it's really this B string that you're accenting, but you're playing some of the other strings as well. Then you drop down to this wonderful Johnny Marr signature chord. right into a C. Right? And I'm just pulling off on that B string at the 5th, like I've already showed you, and I go right into the G shape. And it's at this point where we do this really wonderful step down here. Right? So you can just kind of let that ring out. Really kind of accent that last one to give it a little drama, right? So you can go right from this last one right into this little step down to an A minor, and you're doing this off the B string at the 5th fret. So you're here B string 5th, open. Now you're at the G string 6th, back to the G string 5th. Whoops, open, right? Okay, so we'll do that again. Then we can come right back to that. Right, something like that. Now we come down to that really nice E minor. So what you're doing there is you're using your middle 2 fingers to form the E minor shape, right? So you can use your pinky, or pardon me, your index finger to do the hammer-on pull-off at the B string 5th fret. Then if you're lucky enough to have a vibrato, like I do on this guitar, that's where you can use it, right there. Then quickly into this A sus, and then we start into the chorus. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video there, and we'll do video 2 from the chorus.